Kia ora tātou, ko Fred Smithers tako ingoa. So I'm standing here in the Onehunga low traffic area, which is about 2 blocks away from where I live. And over the last 2 weeks, I've seen this area undergo transformational change, which I think holds a lot of relevance for how we could tackle the climate crisis moving forward. It also gets me really excited as an urban planner who's passionate about transport decarbonisation. The first thing is that we need transformational change at scale and at pace. Now, you've probably heard that before, but what does that actually look like? Well, I'd argue that it looks a little bit like things like this. Now, these boxes, they're called modal filters, and what they do is they stop cars from running and speeding through local streets and create an internal area that's traffic calmed and is safe for people walking, biking, using prams or wheelchairs, and it creates streets that you can stand in the middle of, and you can hear the birds, and people feel safe getting around in active zero carbon modes. These boxes were installed at 5 different locations around Onehunga in 2 weeks. Scientists tell us that we have only 10 years to substantially reduce our greenhouse gas emissions. In Auckland, 40% of our greenhouse gas emissions come from road transport. That means the way we get around our city has to fundamentally change. Solutions like this are the sort of things we need to be thinking. Secondly, I'd like to touch on the notion of climate justice. Climate justice is an acknowledgement that the climate crisis is as much an ecological crisis as it is a social one. That means that we need to bring the community along with us when we're addressing climate change and have a razor-sharp focus on a social lens. So what does that mean? Well, if we're scaling up low traffic neighbourhoods around Auckland to address our carbon dioxide emissions from cars, we need to provide the community with alternative resources. That could be in the form of bikes or bike training or walking school buses or whatever it is. But it's not just about the infrastructure, it's about the social transformation as well. We need to bring the community along with us. In short, we need to give people the resources they need to live low carbon, healthy, sustainable lives. The final point I'd like to make is a bit bigger picture than just low traffic areas. It's about our relationship with the environment. We have used the atmosphere as a dumping ground for all of our waste from the energy that we have extracted from fossil fuels. In embracing change, we need to adopt Te Ao Māori, the Māori worldview, which is a far more holistic way of viewing our relationship with the environment. In doing so, we need to use Mātauranga Māori to inform solutions to the climate crisis. We also need to move towards a fuller expression of Tino Rangatiratanga, Māori sovereignty. I'm nominating for Future Thinker of the Year for 2021 because I strongly believe we need rapid systems change to tackle the climate crisis. This low traffic area exemplifies just one small solution, but there are many others. Scaled up, this could make a real difference to how we tackle the climate crisis.